This week on Inside Boulder News, it's been 3 years since the city and the world were impacted by COVID-19. From lockdowns to vaccines, join us as we examine the impact on our community and way of life. 2 years have passed since the March 22, 2021 mass shooting in Boulder, and the city will hold the second annual Boulder Strong Day of Remembrance, and learn about Boulder's prescribed burning plan for spring of 2023. Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. 3 years ago, the world had just learned about COVID-19, a novel coronavirus that would soon become a global pandemic. As the world continues to battle this deadly virus, we take a moment to reflect on the successes and lessons learned during this challenging time, see how the city of Boulder has managed to overcome the challenges presented by the pandemic, and what it has learned along the way.
The city from day one took a focus on community members who really needed the support of local government to make it through the pandemic. And so we took a look at the lives of our community members and how they might be affected by the pandemic. We built a team that really addressed all of those factors at the same time. We had a team really committed to vaccination and self-protection, so we provided masks to the community. We ensured that once the vaccine was released, they had access to that in a location that was convenient for them and their family, and that they understood how to get the help for themselves that they needed.
The pandemic really exposed a need that was already there, and some of us were aware of it. One of the things that we worked on diligently was to translate information that came out from public health. We also had interpreters for council meetings. Once we started with testing for COVID, we were trying to debate how to help community members that might have distrust in government come and get tested. And not just distrust in government, but also worried about free services that might later be considered, that if they accepted these services, that might be considered a public charge. And that's a concern for the immigrant community. And so we worked with the testing company, Mako Medical. We made sure that there was information, the registration was available in Spanish. We also had the emergency response connectors help people register and also ask when is the best time for us to have this service available.
A lot of the people in our community don't trust news, don't trust local or kind of governmental programs. So the fact that the city implemented the connectors gave that trust and gave that conversation, and the connectors went into the homes and spoke to the grandmas and the families and husbands, and it would not have happened if the city didn't implement this emergency response connector program.
The City of Boulder did a fantastic job during the vaccinations for folks during the height of COVID. LGBT people, along with communities of color, immigrants being highlighted also in that, were not likely to trust the government for all the good reasons. And so we worked with the City of Boulder to make sure that we were reaching people where they were, whether that was in communities of mobile homes, or whether that was at the library, wherever we could find folks who have been historically excluded from government services or who have never trusted the government.
This program is such a valuable asset to have the voice of everyone to hear what happens in emergency. How could we give them more access? What does the city need to implement to be able to help our people in these communities, So yeah, I think this program, I love being part of it. I'm learning every day more and more, and I would love to see it move forward and it be an actual continual program.
I have a lot of gratitude toward the people that served on my response and recovery team and their willingness to do that work. I have a lot of gratitude for our community who had to exhibit an intense amount of patience, of collaboration, of trust, of openness, We would not have been successful without the participation of our community members. I have gratitude for the businesses who were forced to, by no fault of their own, completely reimagine how their restaurants and stores and business models could work in an environment when people were often restricted to staying home or unable to behave in the ways that they used to. And without that humanity coming together to work together, we would not have had the successes that we did.
The City of Boulder, along with other community partners, will hold the second annual Boulder Strong Day of Remembrance on March 22, 2023, to mark the 2-year anniversary of the tragic mass shooting that claimed 10 lives, including a Boulder police officer. The Day of Remembrance aims to honor the victims of the tragedy and to offer support to those who were impacted. The event will also serve as a way for the community to acknowledge the collective trauma and demonstrate its resilience through art and music. The community is invited to attend the event, which will be held at the Town Hall from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Doors will open at 5 p.m. The event is free and open to the public, but advance registration is required and in-person attendance is limited. Those interested in attending can visit bouldercolorado.gov/BoulderStrong for registration information. Spanish-English interpretation will also be available for the event. Those experiencing trauma related to the tragedy are also encouraged to visit the Boulder Strong Resource Center located at 2935 Baseline Road in Boulder. The center offers support and healing to those affected by the tragedy and is open to everyone. For more information about the Day of Remembrance event, please visit the city's website. A member of the Boulder Police Department has achieved her dream of becoming a U.S. citizen. Here is Adriana Rodriguez's story and her journey to the American dream. Adriana Rodriguez, a custodian for the Boulder Police Department, achieved a major milestone. She has become a U.S. citizen.
Great day for America! One of our
Nací en Venezuela. Sí, tengo 5 años y medio viviendo acá, en Boulder. Tengo una hermana que fue mi sponsor y ella pues hizo la petición.
Adriana has been working hard to achieve this dream for years. While having a full-time job at the Boulder Police Department, she also was taking online classes at Cornell University and had to go through a long and difficult application process to become a U.S. citizen. But this week, she received her certificate.
Estuvimos esperando 17 años por la visa cuando mi hermana hizo la petición y luego de eso tuvimos la gran noticia hace 5 años que ya estábamos listos para ingresar aquí en los Estados Unidos con la tarjeta verde o residencia permanente. Entonces mi hermana vivió aquí muchos años en Colorado y por supuesto nos dijo que era la ciudad que quería que hiciéramos, nos estableciéramos aquí. Entonces, bueno, estoy muy feliz por eso.
Adriana, who has worked as a custodian for the Boulder Police Department for a little over a year, says that becoming a citizen was always a dream of hers, and she feels proud to have accomplished this goal.
Para empezar, me da la opción de poder votar, me da la opción de aplicar inclusive diferentes posiciones del gobierno y participar en las elecciones, pero realmente lo que me encanta de todo esto es la vida del americano.
And her colleagues at the Boulder Police Department are also thrilled for her.
It really is a great day for America to have you join the ranks. And I know how hard you worked, and I know you were listening to your what are they called, Steve? The earbuds every day, listening to the lessons.
Yes.
And you knocked it out of the ballpark. And I am proud of you because you worked for the Boulder Police Department in the city of Boulder. And congratulations on your citizenship. So,
Yay!
Adriana's message to others is simple. With hard work, dedication, and perseverance, anything is possible. She hopes her story will inspire others to chase their dreams and achieve their own vision of the American dream.
Todo lo podemos lograr. Los sueños se pueden lograr. Y yo soy un ejemplo de eso.
Boulder Fire Rescue, Open Space and Mountain Parks, and the Boulder County Sheriff's Office will conduct planned fires at various locations this spring. These locations are White Rock Ditch, McGinn and South Boulder Canyon ditches, Laner Cottonwood No. 1 Ditch, and Dry Creek. When the city implements a prescribed burn, trained firefighters will manage a team of certified firefighting staff to confine and contain the fire. Due to the complexity of planning these burns, exact dates cannot be provided, and additional information will be released when conditions are appropriate. For more information on these prescribed burns, please visit the city's website. Additionally, for information on the health effects of smoke, please head on over to the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment website. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. Connect us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. And be sure to check out the city's online newsroom for the latest city news. We'll see you next time.